Are you looking for the best portable air compressors? In this video, we will find some of the 7 best portable air compressors on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Makita Mac 2400 4.2 gallon 2.5 HP portable air compressor. This commercial duty tool is in Makita's big bore line of compressors, meaning that the large piston and cylinder can compress more air with each stroke, leading to better airflow rates, less downtime waiting for your compressor to cycle, and an overall better experience. We chose this air compressor as our top choice, as it's ideal for handling typical DIY tasks, such as filling tires, powering nail guns, running impact tools such as impact wrenches, or winterizing small sprinkler setups. It has a powerful 2.5 horsepower motor that runs 2 nailing guns simultaneously without hesitation. This air compressor has 2 air outlets for that purpose. The tank holds 4.2 gallons, which is sufficient for most purposes, although it is not large enough to power tools that run continuously, such as grinders or sprayers. But it's a great air compressor for tools that produce intermittent bursts of power, such as nail guns or impact tools. You can use it to run a paint sprayer if you are only doing a small project. However, this isn't the right air compressor for painting an entire room or an automobile. It has a maximum of 130 psi. The pressure dials are large and easy to read, and the pressure adjustment is very easily handled with a simple knob. At 90 psi, the air compressor delivers 4.2 SCFM, standard cubic feet per minute, and at 40 psi, the SCFM is 4.8. That's enough to power many common pneumatic tools. While air compressors are generally very loud, this one is reasonably quiet at a 79 decibel level when used outdoors, thanks to the oil-lubricated pump. The air compressor has a roll cage design, which helps protect it from damage when used in rugged environments. Its rubber feet help to minimize vibrations. On the downside, it's fairly heavy at 77 pounds, and it does not have wheels for easy transport, although there is a handle on top. It also requires periodic oil changes. Number 2. Porter Cable C 2002 ECM 6-gallon pancake air compressor. Air compressors can be expensive, but this pancake-shaped offering from Porter Cable is reasonably priced yet still powerful enough to handle most simple DIY tasks. This includes inflating tires, running low-flow pneumatic tools such as nail guns or inflating rafts and pool floats, holiday decor, and similar projects. At 0.8 horsepower, it isn't the most powerful motor, but it gets the job done. The 6-gallon tank has 2 outlets, so you can run 2 nailers or staplers simultaneously. The maximum of this tool is a respectable 150 psi, with airflow of 2.6 SCFM at 90 psi and 3.5 SCFM at 40 psi. That's not enough to power a spray painter but is enough for many smaller pneumatic tools that only require intermittent bursts of air. There's no need for oil changes or complicated maintenance with this air compressor, nor do you need to carry out any startup procedures beyond plugging it in and turning it on. At 82 decibels, it's fairly loud. That's about the sound level of a very busy urban street, but that's typical of air compressors in general. This air compressor only weighs 30 pounds, so it's fairly easy to tote along to your job site, even though it does not have wheels. Number 3. Ryobi 1 Plus 18V cordless 1-gallon air compressor. No need to hunt for a nearby electrical outlet with this battery-powered air compressor from Ryobi. It runs off an 18-volt Ryobi battery, sold separately, and can inflate up to 9 car tires on one charge. The tank holds 1 gallon of air, and the maximum pressure the compressor can deliver is 120 psi. That gives you air delivery of 0.5 SCFM at 90 psi and 0.7 SCFM at 40 psi. That's enough to power nail guns and staplers or other pneumatic tools that require only very low pressure, and also useful for inflating tires, pool floats, air mattresses, holiday inflatables, and similar items. But this isn't the air compressor for running tools that need high pressures or continuous airflow to maintain power. The single coupler requires just a push to connect the hose and can be worked with one hand. And this air compressor requires little maintenance beyond charging the battery, no oil changes or complicated startup procedures. At 78 decibels, it's not any quieter than corded air compressors, however. The compressor weighs just 14 pounds and has a comfortable molded handle for easy transport. Number 4. California Air Tools 10020C 10-gallon ultra-quiet air compressor. Depending on the set pressure and airflow, this air compressor from California Air Tools can run continuously for up to an hour, allowing you to use the compressor to power paint sprayers, grinders, various types of sanders, and other tools that need close to constant airflow for best performance. With a 2-horsepower motor and oil-free dual-piston pump system, the air compressor is quiet, just 70 decibels, and runs smoothly with little maintenance or downtime. The 10-gallon tank is large enough for almost anything you will likely tackle at home, in your garage, or workshop. The maximum pressure is 125 psi, with airflow of 5.3 SCFM at 90 psi and 6.4 SCFM at 40 psi. The compressor takes only 2 minutes to fill the tank from empty but keeps running continuously, so you are not likely to experience any lag or loss of power in your pneumatic tool as long as you make certain that you match your tool's airflow and pressure requirements to the compressor. While this is a heavy compressor at 82.5 pounds, its wheels make it easy to maneuver wherever needed. It has 2 pressure control gauges and 2 universal quick connect couplers so that you can run 2 tools simultaneously. Number 5. Stanley J5C09 1000 Peak Amp Jump Starter. This handy tool will be your best friend should your car's battery die, your tires need inflating, or your phone or other electronic device loses power away from an electrical outlet. This compressor/jump starter from Stanley has 1000 peak battery amps to jumpstart batteries in most 4-, 6-, or 8-cylinder gas or diesel engines. It includes the jumper cables, which will trigger an alarm should you connect them incorrectly. Along with the jumpstart function, this tool serves as an inflator for tires of all types, as well as balls, pool floats, and similar items. It has a maximum pressure of 120 psi. This device handles jumpstarts and tire inflation and has a 12-volt DC outlet and 2-amp USB charging port, so you can power up your electronic devices, such as phones or computers, while on the road or otherwise away from electrical outlets. Plus, it has a bright LED work light. The Stanley inflator itself charges with an extension cord, not included, connected to an electrical outlet. A battery life indicator lets you know when it's time for a recharge, but Stanley recommends recharging the device at least once a month. Number 6. Metabo HPT The Tanky C914S 6-gallon pancake air compressor. This powerful air compressor can run up to 5 18-gauge nail guns at a time. This sturdy tool is designed for rugged job sites and holds up to rough conditions yet requires little maintenance. It has a 1.3 horsepower engine and a 6-gallon pancake tank that has a maximum pressure of 200 psi. At 90 psi, the airflow is 4 SCFM, and at 40 psi, the airflow is 5.1 SCFM, so you can run various pneumatic tools, including sprayers, grinders, nail guns, and impact tools. There are 2 couplers for attaching your tool hoses. This air compressor weighs 41 pounds but has no wheels, so it must be lifted and carried from worksite to worksite. Its sound level is about average at 79 decibels, although some users felt it was louder than that. While ideal for roofing or other carpentry or woodworking projects that require extensive use of a nail gun, you can certainly put this air compressor to good use on many other DIY projects and use it to inflate tires. And it's reasonably priced, making it an even better choice for DIYers who take their projects seriously. Number 7. California Air Tools 1P1060S 1-gallon portable air compressor. Typically, air compressors are noisy tools. It's not unusual for sound levels to exceed 90 or more decibels, which can be hard on your ears, to say nothing of annoying to people around you. However, this offering from California Air Tools produces a mere 56 decibels, which is around the level of a normal conversation. But that's not all it has to offer. This is a durable 1-gallon air compressor with a 0.6 horsepower engine requiring no oil changes or maintenance. The maximum pressure is 120 psi, and the airflow is 1.2 SCFM at 90 psi and 1.6 SCFM at 40 psi. This isn't the tool for running powerful or demanding pneumatic tools, but it's ideal for lightweight tools such as brad nailers and staplers. It's also handy for blowing away dust, inflating tires, blowing up balls and pool floats, or using an airbrush. While it's heavier than you might expect at 29 pounds, it's still light enough to transport wherever you need it easily, and thanks to its low noise level, you can even use it inside your home without bothering the family.